My fellow Nerdikins, welcome back to another episode of the Jank Tank. Today we've got an exciting gameplay video for you. It is going to be an anniversary box battle with Prismatic Bardock going against Agents of Destruction. I'm really excited to bring this one to the channel because I've actually been meaning to do it for a long time, and then they came out with support for Bardock, so I wanted to wait to get the support, and now I have it, and now we're putting it up on the channel. So I go ahead and play the first piece of support in the form of the yellow Sun SS4 Goku, Son Goku. He is a top 5 searcher for 1 energy, and if my leader is the Bardock Xeno, it reduces his energy cost by 1 yellow energy, so I can just pay any black. Wouldn't have mattered because I have the yellow energy there, but the fact that it reduces its energy cost is still helpful. It also has another activate main that you can bring it back to your hand. So here Tommy pitches his Hachiyak to play out the Bobbity, which essentially does, not essentially, it reduces the cost of his Agents of Destruction cards by 1. Now he's going to swing with his leader and proc the auto to take a life, and then search top 5 for AOD. Pulls out the Garlic Jr. Big buff Garlic Jr. And I take the damage. And he passes turn. Now I go ahead and play the Vegeta into my energy, the old Vegeta, the original archetypal Vegeta. And what that allows me to do is I pick a card from his hand, and then he bottom decks it, and then he gets to draw a card. And here he's just looking at his Z deck because he's still not super familiar with everything in the Z deck, especially since he's trying a couple new cards in there. So I go ahead and swing with the Goku, because I intend on using his activate main to bring him back to my hand. That way I have another top 5 search when I need to use it, or when I want to use it, I should say. And considering how I already have 2 energy on the board, I'm sitting pretty well so far. Here I go to tap 1 to play this Vegeta, and then I start reading the card and realize that he doesn't have the same card protection that the Goku does. So go ahead and play out the Vegeta, which allows me to play a card from my hand, and then I think it's a 2 or less. Specifically, and then I get to proc the Vegeta's ability, and this time, since he's being played to the board instead of into my energy, I also get to draw 2 cards and then bottom deck a card. Also a 16k crit. So here I go ahead and swing with my leader because I wasn't thinking about the fact that it's only my turn 2 and he doesn't have any energy up, so he wouldn't be able to counter, so I should have just went ahead and went with the Vegeta swing, but the top 5 search nets me one of my counter plays. He takes the damage. I swing with my critical swing, and that's why I should have swung in with the critical first. But it was just an honest mistake because I was really just excited to play the deck. And here, because I only have so many multicolor energy, the Vegeta is still only he reduces his power to a 10k. Doesn't really matter because Tommy used his blocker token anyway, but He uses Agent of Destruction Strike Back, which allows him to look at the top 2 cards and add, if they're Agents of Destruction, he can add both of them to his hand, but that time it was only one, so he had to put the other one at the bottom of the deck. It's essentially the same thing as SS4's Call, except SS4's Call you get to look at 3 and possibly keep 2. Or keep up to 2, I guess I should say. So he goes ahead and plays out the Janemba. I think this one came out of an anniversary box. I don't remember where this Janemba came from actually. I think it actually was tournament packs. Was where this Janemba came from. But don't quote me on that. I'm not sure at all. I know it was support that came further down the line, but I don't remember where he came from. So here he goes ahead and awakens now. And he kind of realizes the folly of his ways there, because he was actually supposed to swing with his leader first before awakening, and then awakening at activate battle speed. That way he at least gets the top 5 search from the leader swing. Because on this side of the leader, he doesn't get a draw or a search anymore, but he does get 1 free play of a 2 or less Agents of Destruction once per turn. So here he goes ahead and plays the Janemba, or attacks with the Janemba. I combo with the Gohan to combo out of the swing. He then swings with his leader and I take the damage. Yeah, he does have that Lord Slug on the board, which is it is his super combo, but it has the ability that when it's on the board, if your opponent were to activate a counter play, they have to pitch 2 cards in order to do it. So now he's going to tap 1 to play out the Omega Shenron. He doesn't get the triple strike because I only have 2 energy, and he gains the triple strike if I have 3 energy. But he wanted to get rid of my critical swing, and I don't really blame him for that, especially since it doesn't really seem like he has a whole lot of defense in his hand. But he does. It is still a 30k swing, so he swings in with it, and then I go ahead and take the damage. Alright, so he passes turn, and then this is where things start to get a little spicy. And at this point, you'll see me charge a counterplay here. It's because I have all of them in my hand. It's actually a little frustrating. The only other red card that I have in my hand to charge is the one that I want to play this turn. So it was just a little frustrating that I had to burn one of my counterplays, but it's not that big a deal because, like I said, I have all the other ones in my hand. And here I play out the new Z battle card, popping his Bobbity, which makes it so he has to pay full price for his Agents of Destruction again. It doesn't reduce their cost anymore. I go ahead and SS4's Call, and I pull another Gogeta. And here I'm thinking about swinging, but I see he still has one open energy. And knowing that this is a black leader, I am scared of petrification. And seeing now, watching the gameplay footage back, he's had petrification in his hand for a long time. So I made the right decision here in choosing to just go ahead and pop the Z battle card to play out the Gogeta. And then I wipe his board, he warps a card from his hand, and I swing with the Gogeta, 30k double strike. And there he's just seeing if like it does any nasty shenanigans like restanding or anything like that. And he goes to try and counterattack with the Garlic Jr., but I remind him that he doesn't have Bobbity on board, so he can't counter with the Garlic Jr. Here he goes ahead and petrifies the Gogeta. Honestly, if I were him, I wouldn't have used, or I wouldn't have pitched to lock down the Gogeta, because it essentially didn't really do anything. So I go ahead and, oh, I did forget to put the 5k onto my leader for the Gogeta. It didn't end up mattering that I forgot, but yeah, I did end up forgetting. So here I play the Goku out again so I can top 5 search, and then I get the new Bardock, which allows you to very sneakily be able to activate both abilities on your SCR, which is really nice. And here he combos out of the swing, and unfortunately I have to pass turn because I just don't have any more aggression in the tank right now, so I have to wait for him to go. And here I actually do make the mistake that I forget to restand one of my energy. But here I counterplay the Bobbity that he's trying to play from his drop, which he goes to try and free play the Janemba, but he can't because he doesn't have the Bobbity, and then he scoops. Because honestly, without that Bobbity on board, that AOD kind of starts to stall out. But if you like what you saw, go ahead and smash that like button, comment, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more content just like this. Y'all have a good night and stay nerdy.